NBA basketball fans. I'm not even gonna lie, I might be a bit biased because besides the Detroit Pistons, that would be always my main favorite team. I do like the Portland Trailblazers, mainly because they have Damian Lillard, who is my favorite player in the NBA that isn't on the Pistons. I gotta try and concentrate on the game, on exposing these fools, while also dropping some truth about the Portland Trailblazers. Not off to a good start. Start this, I'm gonna go with a comparison of the Blazers now to another team from a couple years back. To me, the Portland Trailblazers remind me of the Warriors 2 to 3 years ago, before of course they signed Kevin Durant and before they won their first NBA championship. You look at the Warriors that year and then you look at the Blazers this year. The Warriors that year lost in the second round of the NBA playoffs to the LA Clippers, right? Last year the Blazers lost in the second round to the Golden State Warriors. After the Warriors lost that year, everyone knew, everyone that was following basketball that wasn't a Warriors bandwagon fan back then, back before the Warriors didn't really have many bandwagon fans, knew that the Warriors were a good team, but very few people were expecting them to take the leap to a championship team just the next year. You look at the Blazers team, this Blazers team has a lot of the same components that Warriors team had back then. This year the Blazers added Evan Turner and Bismack Mutombo. Evan Turner and Bismack Mutombo, who in my opinion, those are both huge additions. Evan Turner might not be the best offensive player. He struggles with his jump shot. He's a good playmaker, and he also a good perimeter defender, and he can hold his own in the post against other small forwards when they try and back him down, which is huge because the one area the Blazers struggled in the most last season was freaking defense. Like, they were obviously one of the best offensive teams in the league with a backcourt like CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard giving you at least 50 points every single game. But defense on the perimeter and at the rim is where they struggled, and they definitely addressed that with Evan Turner and Bismack Mutombo. And on top of that, you still have Damian Lillard. Let's talk about Damian Lillard for a second here as he puts Curry on the skates and then knocks down the jumper. Everyone feels is one of the most underrated players simply because he gets snubbed from All-Star voting, he gets snubbed from MVP voting. He just gets snubbed everywhere. And when you look at his stats, they are stats that very few players in the NBA can reproduce, even when you talk about NBA history can reproduce, and yet he still doesn't get enough recognition nationally as he knocks down another jumper. Damian Lillard's 26 now, he's entering his prime now. He's just now starting to enter his prime. This will be like the first year of Damian Lillard like in his prime. 27 I feel is like when players truly enter their prime. Oh, got him as he crosses Curry and knocks down another jumper. I do believe Damian Lillard will be a front runner in the in the MVP cup. Get up, CJ McCollum, get up. I do believe Damian Lillard will be a front runner in the MVP conversation this year. And on top of that, you still have CJ McCollum. I don't know why people keep not talking about CJ McCollum. They think just because he had a breakout year last year means that he's done developing as a player. Just because you have a breakout year doesn't mean that that's your peak. Look, Paul George had his breakout year a few years back. Did he stop getting better? No, he did not stop getting better. Jimmy Butler had his breakout year a couple years back. Did he stop getting better? No, he did not stop getting better. And people stop talking about CJ McCollum. Like, they say he's like a good player now. He's a good player, but they don't want to acknowledge that he's only 25 and he's still going to get better. He can become more efficient. He can become a better sharpshooter. He's not just like a complimentary guard to Damian Lillard. He is a bona fide star. CJ McCollum is someone who should be getting votes to make the All-Star team as well. And then you also have someone who I think is a very low-key sound player in Al-Farouq Aminu. I'm not gonna say he's underrated, but I do think he's under the radar, if there's a difference at all. He's like the perfect teammate for this. He's like the perfect teammate for any team, but especially for this team. He rebounds, he defends, and he knocks down open jumpers. You have one of the best coaches and someone who I feel should have won Coach of the Year last year in Terry Stotts. Terry Stotts is an amazing coach, and I don't really talk about coaches much because I don't care too much for coaches, but when it comes to Terry Stotts and the job that he has done with this team, the team lost freaking 4 starters last year. 4 starters last year, and he still managed to keep them as a relevant team in the NBA. Not just relevant, but as a playoff team in the NBA. Got them to the second round of the NBA playoffs, and you know, he doesn't get enough credit for that. I'm not saying that this team is gonna be is probably gonna win the NBA championship. No, I'm not saying that at all. The Warriors are still the favorite by far to win the NBA championship, but what I will say is this: when it comes to any other team in the NBA, West or East, I would give the Blazers just as high of a chance as any other team as pulling up an upset and winning the NBA championship. This team has absolutely everything you could want in a championship contender caliber team. Name one thing that the Blazers can't do well. Now they up their defense, they can defend well, they can rebound well. There was never a question that they couldn't score. I mean, everything that you could ever want in a team, they can do. I'm not losing this game. You know, it's hard to play and talk like this at the same time, but I will not lose this game. I'm gonna get better at this too, so the games will never be this close again. I don't even know what else to say, yo. I honestly don't. Why would I leave him open like that? Why would I leave him open like that? It's hard to play and freaking commentate at the same time. That's the only reason, because my mind is two different places. Golden State Warriors might be the favorite to win the NBA championship, but if I had to pick a favorite that's not the Cleveland Cavaliers to pull up an upset championship win, it will be the Portland Trailblazers. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Comment down below what you guys think about the Portland Trailblazers. If you agreed with anything I said, if you disagreed with anything I said, just let me know down in the comment section below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, remember to keep getting the buckets, Team SDC, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace!